Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the regularly scheduled meeting of the Board of Public Works for today, Wednesday, December 14th. Today the 14th? Yes. December 14th, 2016.
Commissioner Repenning, Commissioner James, and Commissioner Ascento are present. President James, we have a quorum. May we start with Bureau introductions, please, starting with Bureau of Engineering.
Good morning, Maria Martin, Bureau of Engineering.
Good morning, Sefi Wiles, Bureau of Contract Administration.
Good morning, Chris Enriquez, Bureau of Street Lighting.
Good morning, Aida Valencia, Bureau of Street Services.
Good morning, Mike Mullen, Bureau of Sanitation.
Good morning, Ted Jordan, Public Works General Counsel.
Fernando Campos, Executive Officer. For the record, Commissioner Rivas just joined us in the meeting. President James, we do not have any speaker cards under general public comment. We do not have any commentary received from the Neighborhood Council. We did receive an email comment on item number 5, which will be distributed to the commissioners and entered into the record. And at this time, no other comments received or speaker cards for any other regular items.
All right, then we'll close general public comment as well as the Neighborhood Council category of commentary. Is there a second to my motion that we approve the meeting minutes from the meeting of Monday, November 21st, 2016? By Commissioner Rivas. Any objection? Without objection, we will approve those meeting minutes. Just a couple of housekeeping items. Agenda item number 14. It's been requested by Metro to continue it to Wednesday, January 4th, 2017. So we will continue agenda item number 14 to Wednesday, January 4th, 2017. Agenda item number 4, the Bureau has requested that we withdraw at this time agenda item number 4, so that will be withdrawn. And agenda item number 1, we have a number of bids this morning on agenda item number 1. Mr. Campos, why don't you take us through those bids this morning?
Thank you, Mr. President. Fernando Campos, Executive Officer. We will be opening up 6 bids today for December 14th. The first bid that will be opened is for the La Cienega Interceptor Sewer Black Welder to Olympic project. This is in Council District 5 and 10. The city has estimated this project to be at $21,240,000, $538 even. Again, that's 21240,538. The second bid that we will open up, or the second project that we will open up bids for, is for the Donald C. Tillman Water Reclamation Plant Blower Air Cleanup System. This is in Council District number 6. City has estimated this project to be at $5,938,500 even. The third project that we will open up bids for is for the Collection System Pumping Plant Generator Replacement. This is Phase 3 in Council Districts 4, 11, and 13. The city has estimated this project to be at $4,839,000 even. The fourth project that we will open up bids for is for the Secondary Sewer Renewal Program, SSRP, P19 Figueroa Street and Yosemite Drive in Council District number 14. City has estimated this project to be at $4,207,782. That's 4207782. The fifth project that we will open up bids for is for the Olympic Boulevard and Mateo Street Phase 2 project in Council District 14. City has estimated that project to be at $1,338,781 even. And the last project that we will open up bids for is for the tree planting for street lighting illumination in the parkways of 87th Street from Western Avenue to St. Andrews Place and certain other streets. This is a rebid in Council District 8 and 10. City has estimated this project to be at $268,785 even. We will now begin to open up the bids for the first project, which is for the La Cienega Intercepted Sewer Black Welder to Olympic project. The first bid received for this first project is from Mladen Buntic Construction Company, Incorporated, for a total bid amount of $25,631,006 even. That's 25631,006 from Mladen Buntic Construction Company, Incorporated. The second bid received for the first project is from Spinello Companies for a total bid amount of $22,511,992 even. That's 22,511,992 from Spinello Companies. For the record, line item number 58 has been lined out but initialed by the contractor. The third bid received for the first project is from W.A. Rasic Construction Company, Incorporated. That's RASIC, for a total bid amount of $25,925,000 even. That's 25,925,000 from W.A. Rasic Construction Company, Incorporated. The fourth bid received for the first project is from J.R. Pipeline Company, Incorporated, for a total bid amount of $23,462,180 even. That's 23,462,180 from J.R. Pipeline Company, Incorporated. The fifth bid received the fifth bid received for the first project is from Colich and Sons LP for a total bid amount of $24,948,123 even. That's 24,948,123 from Colich and Sons LP. For the record, line item 22, line item 25, line item 44 has been lined out by the contractor and all have been initialed. The sixth and final bid received for the first project is from Kiewit Infrastructure West Company for a total bid amount of $21,455,000 even. That's 21,455,000 from Kiewit Infrastructure West Company. President James, that concludes the bid opening for the first project. We will now begin bid openings for the second project listed on the agenda, which is for the Donald C. Tillman Water Reclamation Plant Blower Air Cleanup System. The first bid received for the second project is from Mehla, M-E-H-L-A, Mechanical Company, Incorporated, doing business as MMC Incorporated. That's Mary Charlie Incorporated, for a total bid amount of $5,784,000 even. That's 5784000 from Meta, M-E-H-T-A, Mechanical Company, Incorporated, doing business as MMC Incorporated. The second bid received for the second project is from Ford EC Incorporated for a total bid amount of $5,393,000 even. That's 5393000 from Ford EC Incorporated. The third bid received for the second project is from Kiewit Infrastructure West Company for a total bid amount of $5,511,715 even. That's 5511715 from Kiewit Infrastructure West Company. For the record, line item 9 has been lined out by the contractor but initialed. The fourth bid received for the second project is from Myers & Son Construction LP for a total bid amount of $6,065,000 even. That's 6065000 from Myers and Sons Construction LP. The fifth bid received for the second project is from Environmental Construction Incorporated for a total bid amount of $5,393,406.93. That's 5393406.93 from Environmental Construction Incorporated. For the record, line item 1 has been lined out but initialed by the contractor. The sixth bid received for the second project is from Murray Plumbing and Heating, doing business as Murray Company, for a total bid amount of $6,947,250 even. That's 6,947,250 from Murray Plumbing and Heating, doing business as Murray Company. The sixth and final bid received for the second project is from PPC Construction Incorporated for a total bid amount of $6,275,000 even. That's 6275000 from PPC Construction Incorporated. President James, that concludes the bid openings for the second project. We will now begin to open the bids for the third project, which is for the collection system pumping plant generator replacement, Phase 3 in Council Districts 4, 11, and 13. President James, just for clarity, for the second project that we just opened, I was just informed that we received 7 bids in total, so my apologies. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 bids in total. It does add up to 7. We will now begin to open up the bids for the third project. The first bid received for the third project is from Kiewit Infrastructure West Company for a total bid amount of $4,466,000 even. That's 4466000 from Kiewit Infrastructure West Company. The second bid received for the third project is from California Building Evaluation and Construction Incorporated for a total bid amount of $4,410,692 even. That's 4410692 from California Building Evaluation and Construction Incorporated. For the record, line item 14, line item 23, line item 24, line item 31 have been lined out by the contractor and initialed. The third and final bid received for the third project is from Meta Mechanical Company Incorporated, doing business as MMC Incorporated, for a total bid amount of $4,722,270 even. That's 4722270 from MMC Incorporated. President James, that concludes the bid openings for the third project. We will now begin to open up the bids for the fourth project, which is for here I go again. There is one more bid for the third project, so we have not yet concluded the bid openings for the third project. Again, this is bid number 4 for the third project. Bid number 4 for the third project is from Metro Builders and Engineers Group Limited for a total bid amount of $4,814,682 even. That's 4814682 from Metro Builders and Engineers Group Limited. Just to recap, 4 bids for the third project. That does conclude the bid openings for the third project. Project number 4 is for the Secondary Sewer Renewal Program, SSRP, Figueroa Street and Yosemite Drive. The first bid received for the fourth project is from Ramona Incorporated for a total bid amount of $4,765,186 even. That's $4,765,186 from Ramona Incorporated. For the record, line item 17, line item 39 have been lined out by the contractor but initialed. The second bid received for the fourth project is from Vasilch Incorporated for a total bid amount of $5,814,316 even. That's $5,814,316 from Vasilch Incorporated. The third bid received for the fourth project is from MNR Construction Incorporated for a total bid amount of $5,999,998 even. That's $5,999,998 from MNR Construction Incorporated. The fourth and final bid received for the fourth project is from PMCM Consultant Engineers for a total bid amount of $4,842,258 even. That's $4,842,258 from PMCM Consultant Engineers. For the record, bid number 4, the bid bond was not signed by the bonding company and will be entered as such into the record. President James, that concludes the bid openings for the fourth project. We will now begin to open up the bids for the fifth project, which is for the Olympic Boulevard and Mateo Street Phase 2 project in Council District number 14. The first bid received for the fifth project is from Sully Miller Contracting Company for a total bid amount of $1,346,042.30. That is 1346042.30 from Sully Miller Contracting Company. The second bid received for the fifth project is from Palp Incorporated, doing business as Excel Paving Company, for a total bid amount of $1,673,200.45. That is 1673200.45 from Palp Incorporated, doing business as Excel Paving Company. For the record, the total base bid amount has been lined out but initialed by the contractor. The third and final bid received for the fifth project is from All American Asphalt for a total bid amount of $1,700,000. Sorry, let me start that again. $1,700,000 $1,702,884.50. Again, that's $1,702,884.50. That's 1702884.50 from All American Asphalt. For the record, line item 88 has been lined out by the contractor but initialed. President James, that concludes the bid openings for the fifth project. We will now begin to open up the bids for the sixth project, which is for project number 6, which is for tree trimming for street lighting illumination in the parkways of 87th Street from Western Avenue to St. Andrews Place and certain other streets in Council District 8 and 10. The first bid received for the sixth project is from United Pacific Services Incorporated for a total bid amount of $336,479. That's $336,479 from United Pacific Services Incorporated. The second bid received for the sixth project is from Mariposa Landscapes Incorporated for a total bid amount of $366,344 even. That's $366,344 from Mariposa Landscapes Incorporated. The third and final bid received for project number 6 is from West Coast Arborists Incorporated for a total bid amount of $485,804 even. That's $485,804 from West Coast Arborists Incorporated. President James, that concludes the bid openings for the sixth project. It also concludes all bid openings for today's agenda.
All right, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Campos. Is there a second to my motion that we receive the bids forthwith? By Commissioners Davis and Repenning. Any objection? With that objection, the bids will be received. Agenda item number 2 from the Bureau of Engineering, Council District 5. A requested appeal of the above-ground facility at 1545 South Pontius Avenue. Commissioner Jacinto has recommended that the board first deny Mr. Rogers' appeal of the Bureau of Engineering's determination to locate the above-ground facility adjacent to 1545 South Pontius Avenue on the Massachusetts Avenue side of the lot with the condition that the proposed wood monopole with antenna be placed on the north side of Massachusetts Avenue 143 feet west of the center line of Pontius Avenue by the opposite corner of the building. Secondly, approve the request for a variance from the height limitation requirements of the above-ground facility ordinance pursuant to Los Angeles Municipal Code Section 62.08.VB. And 3, authorize Mobility LLC to install a 48-foot, 6-inch high wood monopole with antenna in the public right-of-way adjacent to 1545 South Pontius Avenue on the Massachusetts side of the lot. Mr. Ledoux on number 2.
Good morning. My name is Jeff Ledoux. I work for the Bureau of Engineering Central District. As stated, this is a mobility wood monopole, 48 and a half feet tall. It is located next to a commercial building at 1548 South Pontius Avenue on the Massachusetts Avenue side of this building. The zoning in here is basically manufacturing. This is in CD5, Paul Koretz's district, and they're remaining neutral on this. The management company that owns this building, their representative Steve Rogers, did appeal this. We did have a hearing on this, and Commissioner Cinto had us go back out there with the appellant and look at the area to see where else we could possibly place this pole. The original appeal was because the one side of the building that this fronted had some advertising painted on it by the one of the renters of the building, and they did not want it interfered with. So what we found is that we could put it either on the opposite corner of the building, which put it well away from this advertising painted on the building, or possibly the next building down. Mobility went and looked at that, and the next building down had 3 sewer laterals coming through the sidewalk where the pole could possibly be, so that alternate site would not work, which left us with the alternate of placing it at the opposite corner of this building. I did talk with Steve Rogers and sent some emails. They did send emails back saying that they would not protest any further this appeal if it's placed on the other side. And that's where we stand at this point, which is the condition on the recommendation to deny that it be placed. That geocode location is the opposite corner of the building.
All right, thank you, Mr. Ledoux. I certainly appreciate the added effort that appears to have satisfied the appellant on this. Commissioner Cinto?
Thank you, President James. Thank you, Jeff. President James, you said it. That's one of the positive outcomes of a hearing where we're able to hear the appellant try to figure out a negotiated place that's a best case scenario. So we're able to do that. So it's fortunate. Thank you, Jeff.
Any further questions or comments on agenda item number 2? Is there a motion on number 2 by Commissioner Cinto? I'll second it. Any objection? Without objection, we will adopt agenda item number 2. Any problem sending it forthwith? We'll send number 2 forthwith. Thank you, Jeff. Agenda item number 3, Council District 13, a task for solicitation number 10A to Gruen Associates, recommending that the board authorize the city engineer to issue a revision of the project task order number 10-A to Gruen Associates, increasing the budget authority from $1,516,950 to $1,566,950. That's a $50,000 increase for architectural and engineering construction design services for the Proposition Q Phase 2 project at the new Northeast Area Police Station. Ioana June? Morning.
Good morning. My name is Ioana June. I'm with Bureau of Engineering, Bond Programs Division. We are asking for the board approval to revise the task order 10A for Gruen Associates, and actually to increase the authority budget with $50,000 for Northeast Area Police Station. A little background on the project. This project includes the construction of a new police station, also partial demolition of existing police station, and renovation of the remaining part, 2 big bioswales, and also open parking spaces and landscape. Construction for this project was delayed due to unforeseen conditions from June 2016 to December 2016. Due to this delay, in order for the contractor to be able to continue providing the support, we reallocated $17,000 from as-built fee to the construction administration services. So the increase in PTO that we are asking for, it's including those $17,000 to be reallocated back for the as-built fee. Also, we are asking for $10,000 for lead services and $23,000 for contingency for any future unforeseen conditions, because we don't want to come back for more. Thank you.
Anything further? Any questions on agenda item number 3 by Commissioner Davis?
I wanted to ask in terms, and I don't know if you know the answer to the question, but in terms of Prop Q, is this our last Prop Q project, or?
I don't think this is the last one, but I can ask help from our program manager for the Prop Q projects.
Mr. Kawaguchi.
Morning, Commissioners. This is the last of the Prop Q projects. We had, again, the Police Academy, which we'll be bringing back to you for closeout, the Northeast, and the last one is the Metro Station. So those are all pretty much completed, and we'll bring them back.
Have we spent all of the Prop Q monies yet? I know it was a bond initiative that was that was voted on back in, 2002?
We've pretty much spent most of it. There's going to be a few amount of monies that we're going to be sweeping up from all the accounts, and then the CAO is going to defease the bond at that point and return the money back to the, I think, the Lending Institute.
Oh, now we do refurbishments for fire stations under this as well, right?
That is correct. We did about $25 million in refurbishment to
And
fire
so
stations.
we completed all of those?
Those were completed earlier, probably maybe 2 years ago on those items.
And so we'll be returning money back, you said?
Well, again, we always keep a little bit of contingencies on all the projects here and there. And the aggregate amounts, 200,000, maybe 100,000. Those will be all swept together as we close out the program in the early part of the year. And anything we have left will be returned back to the Lending Institute.
And then what happens to the rest of that money once we return it back? I guess we would have exhausted all of our infrastructure needs. But what happens to that money that has been voted on by the voters?
My understanding, and this might be better answered by the CAO, but when they return that back, it's like a loan. You're paying back down the loan, and so it's less for us to return back and pay. So it's.
Oh, I see.
That's what it's doing.
Thank you.
Okay.
Anything further, Commissioner Davis? All right, thank you. Any other questions regarding agenda item number 3? Is there a motion on number 3? Commissioner Ascento, seconded by Commissioner Davis. Any objection? Without objection, we'll adopt agenda item number 3. Any issues sending number 3 forthwith? We can send number 3 forthwith. Thank you, ma'am. Let's go to agenda items. We've got some Office of Community Beautification items for contract amendment. Contract amendment, agenda item number 7, Los Angeles Conservation Corps. Recommending that the board first authorize the Office of Community Beautification to exercise a contract amendment with the Los Angeles Conservation Corps in the amount of $1,125,000 to fund tree planting activities, and secondly, authorize the Office of Community Beautification to execute a contract amendment with the Los Angeles Conservation Corps in the amount of $75,000 to fund concrete cutting and young tree care as part of the City Plants program. Mr. Roch on number 7.
Good morning, Paul Roch, Director of the Office of Community Beautification. As stated, the Board of Public Works and the Department of Water and Power have an ongoing memo of understanding in which DWP provides funds to support the tree planting efforts and tree distribution events throughout the city of Los Angeles. The tree planting and distribution events are operated by the Los Angeles Conservation Corps and administered by the City Plants program of the City of Los Angeles. This amount for this contract amendment represents 1/2 of the yearly allotment provided by the Department of Water and Power. And funding has been received already from DWP and is allocated within the Public Works Trust Fund. And we just need to do the contract amendment to now provide those funds to LA Conservation Corps for the services provided. In addition, funding has also been received in the amount of $75,000 from the Great Streets Initiative program for tree planting efforts along Western Avenue in Council District 4. So those funds would also be placed into the same tree planting contract with LA Conservation Corps, and the funds shall be used to fund concrete cutting and young tree care and maintenance as part of the City Plants project along the Western Avenue portion of the Great Streets Initiative in Council District 4.
Great, thank you, Mr. Roch. Any questions on agenda item number 7? I don't have any questions. I'll make a motion that we adopt agenda item number 7. Seconded by Commissioners Davis, Repenning, and Rivas. So any objection? Without objection, that'll be the order. Any issue sending number 7 forthwith? We'll send number 7 forthwith. Paul, you're here on number 8 in Council District 6. Contract amendment, Sun Valley Chamber of Commerce and the Northeast Graffiti Busters, recommending that the board authorize the Office of Community Beautification to amend an existing contract with the Sun Valley Chamber of Commerce in the amount of $20,000 and authorize the Office of Community Beautification to amend an existing contract with Northeast Graffiti Busters in the amount of $60,000 for supplemental community beautification services, including bulky item pickup, alley cleanup, and graffiti removal. Mr. Roch on number 8.
So as has previously happened by several different council offices, the Office of Council Member Nuri Martinez has transferred funding from her portion of the Street Furniture Revenue Fund to the Office of Community Beautification to provide supplemental and additional cleanup and beautification resources within Council District 6. A total of $80,000 has been provided to the Office of Community Beautification, with $60,000 being allocated to Northeast Graffiti Busters and $20,000 being allocated to the Sun Valley Chamber of Commerce. These are the two agencies that provide OCB services under contract with OCB and the Board of Public Works in Council District 6. And the funding amounts shall be used to supplement the graffiti abatement program, the public right-of-way cleanup, bulky item pickup, weed abatement, and alley cleanup, and also to support some of the volunteer cleanup efforts within Council District 6 that usually occur on weekends. So.
Okay, thank you. And, Paul, any questions on agenda item number 8? I don't have any questions on number 8. I'll make a motion that we adopt agenda item number 8, seconded by Commissioner Jacinto. Any objection? Without objection, we'll adopt agenda item number 8. Any issue sending number 8 forthwith? We'll send number 8 forthwith. Continuing to agenda item number 9 in Council District 3, requested contract amendment for the Los Angeles Conservation Corps, recommending that the board authorize OCB to execute a contract amendment with the Los Angeles Conservation Corps in the amount of $72,000 to provide funding for tree planting services during fiscal year 2016-17. Mr. Roch on number 9.
These are funds that have been transferred to the Office of Community Beautification from the Office of Councilmember Blumenfield in the amount of $72,000 to support tree planting projects within Council District 3. The funding has been already received from Council District 3. It was transferred as part of their AB 1290 funds. The funding will allow the LA Conservation Corps to plant between 30 to 50 trees and currently empty tree wells along Sherman Way between Lindley and Wilbur. The funds shall be used to obtain the trees, plant the trees, and then provide the ongoing maintenance during the 3-year establishment period, and we do request board approval.
Questions on number 9? No questions on number 9. I'll make a motion that we adopt agenda item number 9. Is there a second on number 9? Commissioners Rivas and Davis. Any objection? Without objection, we'll adopt agenda item number 9. Any issue sending it forthwith? We'll send number 9 forthwith. Continuing, Paul, you're here on number 13, Council District 15. Office of Community Beautification and the Bureau of Sanitation, contract amendment, the Gang Alternatives Program, recommending that the board first authorize the Office of Community Beautification to execute a contract amendment with the Gang Alternatives Program to increase the ceiling limit of the contract by an amount of $75,000 and authorize the Bureau of Sanitation to piggyback on the contract with the Gang Alternatives Program to provide funding for operation and maintenance of the Harbor City Greenway. Mr. Roch on number 13.
One more time, Paul Roch, Director of the Office of Community Beautification. We have been working in partnership with the Bureau of Sanitation, which has requested authority to piggyback on one of the current OCB contracts that we have with the Gang Alternatives Program. Gang Alternatives Program provides services in several parts of the city, including Council District 15. The Bureau of Sanitation is currently utilizing the Gang Alternatives Program to provide for the ongoing operation and maintenance of the Harbor City Gateway. This is an innovative project for stormwater management and ecosystem restoration that was completed in May of 2015. Since that completion, GAP has been providing these services, and this funding would allow for a continuation of those services, which do include opening and closing of the access gates at predetermined times, removal of trash and pet waste, inspecting the irrigation system, making repairs if needed, checking landscaping to ensure that it is receiving adequate watering, pruning and weeding, trimming of trees, graffiti abatement, inspecting the lighting in the parking lot and along the hiking trail in the area, and also cleaning the trash from the collection nets in the channel.
Okay, any questions at all? Commissioner Jacinto?
Thank you.
Mr. Roch?
Yeah, Paul, that's a great service to provide for Machado Lake as it comes online. that Gang Alternatives Program is going to take care of it and make sure that there's no trash that gets into that newly constructed lake project. So appreciate that. Thank you.
Great.
And Paul, just maybe a representative from sanitation behind you.
Yeah, we do
Anything
have
you wanna-
Gordon Hayes with
Sir, do you want to add
sanitation.
anything, or were you just here for questions?
Good morning, Gordon Haynes from Bureau of Sanitation and Watershed Protection. I just wanted to add this amendment is primarily for kind of stopgap O&M. It's not comprehensive in terms of all of the things that are going to be needed at this greenway. We're going to be going into a propo optimization, which is going to take care of a few years of pretty heavy duty evaluation of the project, and then GAP will be there with us. Hopefully we can continue their services to do the basics. It's really trash cleanup and a lot of weeding. It's a lot of native plants. This is a new type of green infrastructure project, and the greenway needs a lot of care in terms of plants as well as hardscaping and such. So they're very valuable. I meet with them. We work with them we meet with them every month, and I keep track. And we've done training for them in terms of plant maintenance and weeding, and we're going to continue their services alongside of the optimization. So does that help clarify?
Yes, thank you, sir. Any questions for the Bureau of Sanitation as well? Okay, thank you, sir. Commissioner Santos made a motion that we adopt agenda item number 13, seconded by Commissioner Repenning and Commissioner Davis. Any objection? With that objection, we will adopt agenda item number 13. Any issues sending it forthwith? We will send number 13 forthwith. Paul, I think we did all of yours today, right? Okay, thank you, sir. Agenda item, do we have anybody here from the Department of Transportation yet on agenda item number 12? Okay, great. Department of Transportation and the Bureau of Contract Administration, Council Districts 1, 4, 10, and 13. On number 12, authority to increase the contingency of the Wilshire East Adaptive Traffic Control System Project, the ATSAC project, recommending that the board authorize the increase of the contingency of construction funding for the Wilshire East Adaptive Traffic Control System project from $256,291.30 to $280,000 as discussed in the board report. Go ahead, sir.
Good morning, Board of Commissioners. My name is Kyle Flake. I work for the Department of Transportation, and I'm a construction engineer and project manager of the Wilshire ATCS project. Just to give you a little background of the project, it's a $2.6 million project that improves traffic signal equipment and facilities in the area just east of downtown LA. We're asking for approval of the contingency increase from 10 to 10.9% because we've encountered some unforeseen conditions. As part of the project, the construction project, we had to use existing facilities to improve the traffic system in that area. And we encountered many pipes and conduits that were 20 to 30 years old, and they were badly deteriorated and damaged. So we had a lot of change orders. So this is to kind of wrap up the project and close it out.
Commissioner Davis.
Is there a contingency in this request that you're requesting?
The existing contingency was 10%, but we were we had to increase it to 10.9.
I see. So it does include that in there, the
Yes.
contingency that you need. Okay, thank you.
Anything further? I'll make a motion that we adopt agenda item number 12. Second? By Commissioner Davis. Any objection? Without objection, we'll adopt number 12. Any issue sending it forthwith for these gentlemen? We'll send it forthwith. I think you guys are here on number 11 as well.
Yes.
Department of Transportation and Bureau of Contract Administration for Council District 5. Installation of a new mid-block traffic signal on Westwood Boulevard between Kenross Avenue and Weyburn Avenue, recommending that the board approve the amended construction funding for the Central City East Adaptive Control System and increase the contingency by $132,000. It's a plus 15% contingency as discussed in the report. And secondly, authorize the general manager of the Department of Transportation to issue a supplemental non-participating change order bid item under contract C127985 with KDC Incorporated doing business as Dyne Electric for the $132,000 plus 15% contingency to install a new mid-block traffic signal on Westwood Boulevard between Kenross Avenue and Weyburn Avenue. Funding for the project has been acquired from Fund Number 484, Account Number 94NU08. Gentleman from the Department of Transportation.
Yes, good morning, board members. I'm Michael Cabanilla from Department of Transportation for Construction Group. And we are here to ask contingency for the Central City East project because we would like to install the new mid-block intersection at on Wilshire because on Westwood, because Westwood is part of the Great Street Plan by the mayor's initiative. So based on this, the City Council has passed a motion to instruct us to install the mid-block intersection, and in order to do so, we would like to attach it to our project, a Central Cities project, so that we can implement it as soon as possible for safety, for the safety of the pedestrians around the area.
Any questions at all? Commissioner Jacinto.
Thank you, President James. You know, being a Bruin and spending a lot of time in Westwood on this boulevard, this is a very strategic crossing, a pedestrian crossing that allows the street to have articulation on both sides quicker because you have to go down a very far stretch in order to cross to get to the other side. So I appreciate this. Where were you a while back? But it's okay. We'll get this going. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Might have been a few years back. Anything, just a couple. Anything further on agenda item? On agenda item number 11. Commissioner Sintos made a motion. I'll second it. Any objection? Without objection, we'll adopt agenda item number 11. Any issue sending it forthwith? We'll send number 11 forthwith. Thank you guys both for coming in. Not entirely fair there, Commissioner Sintos. Agenda item, let's see, are we on number 4 or 5 at this point? Number 5 is a tree removal. (14615) West Oxnard Street, Council District 6, recommending that the board first certify the board has reviewed and considered the information in the final environmental impact report for the new Los Angeles City Fire Station 39 at 14615 West Oxnard Street and find the information contained therein appropriately addresses the requested tree removals. Secondly, find that the project will not have a significant environmental effect under the above described final environmental impact report, State Clearinghouse 2015-031076, as the imposition of the mitigation measures described in the EIR and incorporated herein as project conditions, such that there is no substantial evidence the proposed project will have a significant effect on the environment pursuant to the city's environmental guidelines and is in compliance with the California Environmental Quality Act. Third, find that the project's conflict with any local policies or ordinances protecting biological resources, such as tree preservation policies or ordinances, is less than significant with the incorporation of mitigation measures 3.3.7.2 as contained in the EIR. Adopt the State Clearinghouse 2015-031076, the final environmental impact report. Number 5, specify that the Bureau of Street Services Urban Forestry Division, located at 1149 South Broadway, is the custodian of the documents and other material that constitute the record of proceedings upon which the board's decision is based. And 6, approve the request for a no-fee tree removal permit for the removal of 1 pink trumpet tree, 1 mulberry tree on Oxnard Street, and 5 American sweet gum trees on Vesper Avenue side. Tree replacements are required. Mr. Tyson on number 5.
Good morning, President James, Commissioners, City Attorney, Executive Officer. The Bureau is approached about the new Fire Station 39. And the Bureau of Engineering contractor shall plant, let's go to the right thing, recital, tell you a little bit about it. The Bureau of Engineering is constructing Los Angeles City Fire Station number 39, located at 14615 Oxnard Street in the community of Van Nuys. Within the scope of the project, the Bureau of Engineering contractor will be performing various street improvements, including many driveways that need to be installed and sidewalk and curb repairs to improve visibility when fire trucks enter and exit the station. Bureau of Engineering and its contractors are working in close collaboration with various city departments and bureaus of street services in addressing potential impacts to the street trees. Mr. Riza Shamarazadi, Bureau of Engineering representative, contacted the Bureau regarding the project and the intention to remove 7 trees in the public right-of-way. The inspection revealed 1 mulberry, 1 pink trumpet, trees in front of Oxnard Street, and 5 American sweet gum trees on the Vesper Street side. The trees are in fair health, measuring approximately 6 to 26 inches in diameter by 15 to 28 feet in height, and are growing in a 3-foot by 3-foot tree wells. The new fire station is designed to have multiple apparatus bays and responsive exit drives located along Vesper Avenue and Oxnard Street. The proposed driveway on Vesper Avenue side will be in conflict with the existing street trees, and the trees will be impeding the visibility of the emergency vehicles responding to the emergencies. Maximizing visual sight lines is paramount to establishing safe and quicker response times in assisting and providing passage of fire apparatus as they exit and enter the fire station. Removing the trees will enhance these visual sight lines, allowing fire personnel operating the vehicles to see oncoming vehicular traffic and pedestrians. Hence, the construction of the new fire station will require tree removal. This project will not have a significant environmental effect under the final environmental impact report, as the imposition of the mitigation measures described in the EIR and incorporated herein as project conditions. Linda Leviton, Senior Field Deputy, 6th Council District, was informed of the tree removal request on December 2nd, 2016. Notices of the proposed tree removals were physically posted on the subject trees on July 26, 2016. Proposed tree removals were included in the Bureau of Street Services tree removal notification system and sent to the Community Forest Advisory Committee. The Bureau of Engineering contractor shall plant 8 24-inch box-sized Brisbane box trees on Etna Street side, 6 24-inch box-sized Palo Verde trees on the Vesper Avenue side, and 3 24-inch box-sized Palo Verde trees and 2 Australian willow trees on the Oxnard Street side. These 17 trees are to be planted on the property as a landscape buffer. Due to the concern for potential visibility obstructions for emergency personnel and the public, no tree shall be planted in the public right-of-way. In order to comply with our 2-to-1 ratio, and I have something here I want to pass around, I'll give it to Fernando. I have 2 trees here, number 1 and number 2. For trees that we are collecting 24-inch box size for replacement trees in Hancock Park, to replace diseased trees that were removed there. So these 14 24-inch box size Columbia plane tree Hispanica. On here we have exclamation plane tree, but I found out that we could not get them. So we are switching to the tree that you see there, Commissioner Davis, as the Columbia. And I am collecting slowly about 48 to 50 of these trees, so then I can plant all these trees one time in the Hancock Park area where trees were removed, and they will semi-be uniform planted trees. They'll all be London plain variety. So the trees have a home. And with the trees being planted as the buffer right behind the sidewalk, we feel you'll still have that green potential right next to the sidewalk instead of them being in the sidewalk. And I've been by many firehouses, and it is very dangerous for these trees to be located 6 feet away from the driveway when you're pulling out in an urgent manner to go save someone's life. Also, if you look at the actual condition of these trees, many of these, they're under the energized lines, and the trees have been cut in half over and over and over and over. These sweet gum trees should have been very, very large trees, and they will never be because of the energized lines above them. So with that, I'm requesting that the board consider approving the request to remove the trees with mitigated negative declaration that the 14 trees will be delivered to the nursery, and we have a spot for them to be planted, and they also are planting 17 trees behind the sidewalk to help mitigate the screen that would not be being removed.
Okay. Questions for Mr. Tyson? Alan, could I ask you a question on Fire Station 39 while you're here? Just on the project in general, I know Mr. Tyson's handling the tree removal aspect. Anything I should know? Are we moving along as the Bureau expects to be moving along right now regarding Fire Station 39?
As an update for Fire Station 39, the bids were opened in approximately August of last year.
Yes, I remember.
We collected roughly 3 bids. We are working on some of the funding because they switched the funding sources on us. Part of the defeasing of the bonds is they moved from Prop F funding to MECLA funding.
Yeah.
So we are hoping to bring back in January the award of the fire station to Pinner Construction.
Next month?
Next month, that's
Okay.
correct. The lawsuit that's been filed, we do already have a court date set, which is set for March of 2017 at this time.
Okay.
There's nothing in there to ask us to stop construction, so we're moving forward as normal.
Great. That was what I was looking for. Thank you, sir. Anything on the tree removals? I'll make a motion that we adopt agenda item number 5. Is there a second? By Commissioners Davis and Repenning. Any objection? Without objection, we'll adopt agenda item number 5. Any issue sending it forthwith? We'll send number 5 forthwith.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Tyson. I think you are here on number 6, Council District 2. Requested tree removal 13103 through 13225 West Victory Boulevard, recommending that the board first certify that the board has reviewed and considered the information in the mitigated negative declaration for the project at 13103 through 13225 West Victory Boulevard, and find the information contained therein appropriately addresses the requested tree removals. Secondly, find that the project will not have a significant environmental effect under the above described mitigated negative declaration, as the imposition of the mitigation measures described in the MND and incorporated herein as project conditions, and that there is no substantial evidence the proposed project will have a significant effect on the environment pursuant to the city's environmental guidelines and is in compliance with the California Environmental Quality Act. Third, find the project's conflict with any local policies or ordinances protecting biological resources, such as tree preservation policies or ordinances, is less than significant with the incorporation of mitigation measures 4F as contained in the MND. Number 4, adopt the MND. Number 5, specify that the Bureau of Street Services Urban Forestry Division, located at 1149 South Broadway, is the custodian of the documents and other material that constitute the record of proceedings upon which the board's decision is based. And 6, approve the request for a no-fee tree removal permit for 2 carrotwood trees, 2 evergreen pear trees, 2 American sweet gum trees, and 1 crepe myrtle tree. Tree replacements are required. Mr. Tyson on number 6.
Warmington Residential is constructing a 63-unit condominium complex at 13103 through 13225 West Victory Boulevard as part of vesting tentative track 73529-SL. Contained in the entitlements are Bureau of Engineering and Los Angeles Department of Transportation requirements, including street widening and other related street improvements. Ms. Pinto, property owner representative, applied to the Bureau of Engineering for a construction Class B permit to widen the street as part of the conditions to construct the project. The Bureau informed Ms. Pinto that the required street widening may necessitate street tree removals. Therefore, Ms. Pinto contacted the Bureau of Street Services requesting the project site be inspected to determine what impacts would be on the street trees due to the street widening. A Bureau arborist inspected the location on October 26, 2016. The inspection revealed 2 carrotwood trees, 2 evergreen pear trees, and 1 crepe myrtle tree in fair condition growing on Victory Boulevard, and 4 American sweet gum trees growing on Atoll Avenue side. The trees are in fair to poor condition and measure approximately 8 to 23 inches in diameter by 10 to 25 feet in height, growing in a 5-foot wide parkway. 2 American sweet gum trees are dead, and the remaining 2 American sweet gum trees are in poor condition. The trees will be in the footprint of the proposed driveway and severely impacted by the required street widening. Within the contents of the letter of determination, Bureau of Engineering condition of approval 14E requires the developer to widen Victory Boulevard from 37 feet half roadway to 40 feet wide half roadway. The required street widening and public sidewalk improvements will severely impact 7 street trees. The Bureau agrees that performing street widening and the installation of the sidewalk, curb, and gutter will require the removal of the 5 street trees, and the other 2 are in the driveway, I believe is what it said. I'm looking back. And the other 2 trees are dead. Correct. The Department of City Planning prepared a mitigated negative declaration for the project, and the finding for the project will have less than a significant environmental effect with the incorporation of the mitigation measures IV-F as identified in the mitigated negative declaration. The Bureau reviewed the project mitigated negative declaration and compared the appropriate mitigated negative declaration language with the tree removal application. The Bureau of Street Services determined the project properly addresses the mitigated negative declaration properly addresses the tree removals proposed for this project. Jackie Keene's 2nd Council District Office was informed of the tree removal request on October 20th, 2016. Notice of the proposed tree removals were physically posted on the subject trees on October 29th, 2016. Proposed tree removals were included in the Bureau of Street Services tree removal notification system, and the Community Forest Advisory Committee was notified. The applicant shall plant a minimum of 14 24-inch box-size evergreen pear trees on site to replace the removed trees. The evergreen pear trees shall be provided irrigation for a minimum of a 3-year period after planting. The Bureau feels that everything is in alignment with the mitigated negative declaration and the planned construction, and we are requesting that the board consider the approval of the removals today.
Thank you, Mr. Tyson. Any questions on this agenda item number 6? I don't have any questions either. I'll make a motion that we adopt agenda item number 6. Any issue sending it for, seconded by Commissioner Davis. Any objection? Without objection, we'll adopt agenda item number 6. Any issue sending it forthwith? We will send number 6 forthwith. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
We have number 10 remaining, Bureaus of Contract Administration and Engineering, Council District 12, requested acceptance of a contract, Balboa Solvent Automotive Flammable and Electronic Collection Center, recommending that the board first accept the contract. Second, assess Acon Development Incorporated with a penalty in the amount of $16,020 for the unauthorized subcontractor substitutions of 1 bid-listed MBE subcontractor and 1 substitute OBE subcontractor. Third, do not assess Acon with a penalty in the amount of $4,350 for the unauthorized subcontractor substitution of 1 bid-listed OBE subcontractor for the reasons discussed in the report. And 4, instruct the Director of the Office of Accounting to disencumber the recommended city penalty in the amount of $16,020 from the project fund and release the remaining funds in the amount of $4,350 to Acon. Mr. Wong and Ms. McGlinchey on number 10.
Good morning, Commissioners. Linda McGlinchey, Bureau of Contract Administration. As you recall, we were here a short time ago and discussing these recommendations. The contractor did appear before your board and stated that there were change orders that deducted one of the subcontractors' work. So this was held over and so that we could look into it. When we reviewed the 2 change orders that the contractor gave us, one had a deduct of $1,964, and the other one was actually an additive change order of $29,909. However, in reviewing the descriptions in the change order, it appeared that there was more to it than what was monetarily shown on the change orders. So we contacted the Bureau of Engineering to get further explanation. We received that explanation this morning, and as a result, I would amend the recommendation to eliminate the recommended penalty regarding AMCON development. Their shoring work was, in fact, included as part of that deletion. That would adjust our penalty recommendation to $4,250 for the one substitute OBE subcontractor, which ACON, our prime, was not contesting. And we still have the recommendation to not assess the penalty for the other subcontractor due to the unsigned revised letter from them stating that they were fully utilized. So that would also change our recommendation for recommendation number 4 to recommend to disencumber the recommended city penalty in the amount of $4,250 from the project fund and release the remaining funds in the amount of $16,120 to the contractor.
Okay, so just a quick summary, Ms. McGlinchey, thank you. I remember when the representative from ACON was here, they did not dispute the $4,250, so we put that aside. The $4,350 was not assessed anyway, so they obviously did not dispute that. It was just around that $11,000 that they said there was a change order. You've confirmed the change order, so the Bureau recommends no penalty there. So we really have no dispute here. It's just the $4,250 that they did not challenge. Correct?
Correct.
Okay. Any questions on agenda item number 10? Commissioner Davis made a motion that we adopt agenda item number 10. I'll second it. Any objection? Without objection, we'll adopt agenda item number 10 as amended, I see from. And Mr. Campos, I would amend it pursuant to the language that Ms. McGlinchey just put on the record regarding recommendation number, well, we have a couple of them. So let me just go through and with the recommendations, just to be clear. So 1, accept the contract. 2, assess ACON development with a penalty in the amount of $4,250 for the unauthorized subcontractor substitution of, and which one would this one be, Ms. McGlinchey?
The one substitute OBE subcontractor.
Okay, for the one substitute OBE subcontractor. So that's what recommendation number 2 will be amended to say.
Correct.
Number 3 will stay the same. Number 4, instruct the Director of the Office of Accounting to disencumber the recommended city penalty in the amount of $4,250 from the project fund and release the remaining funds in the amount of $16,000, you said $120 to ACON, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so that's your amended motion, Commissioner Davis? And that's what I'll second. Any objection? Without objection, anything else you want to add? Okay. Without objection, we'll adopt agenda item number 10. Any issues sending number 10 forthwith? We'll send number 10 forthwith. All right, thank you. Thank you for the follow-up. Mr. Campos, have we cleared the desk?
Yes, you have.
Okay, then we are adjourned. Thank you, everyone.